So the first time that I discovered the pain or the real sensation of like the pump was probably when I started going downstairs to the apartment gym when I was like really young. And I was so young that I couldn't even do the the actual like weight. I would have to take the pins out of all of the machines because I was so weak that I could only lift like the handles. And I was probably like 10 or 11 at this point, right? Just messing around at the apartment gym. And then I noticed like my muscle would start getting the pump. Right at that time, I didn't know what it was, but it was the pump. And I noticed it and I was like, whoa, this feels weird. And I would like flex my bicep and it would feel different. And then I noticed like the more I did it, the harder it got to do. And it was painful, yes, but it was like a hurt so good type of pain. So I think it was always kind of an instinctual sort of like, this is good. This feeling feels like it's making my muscle bigger, almost like an instinctual type of thing. And ever since then, I was just kind of hooked on the feeling itself. And then I think the first time that I ever really knew that bodybuilding was about pain mentally was when I did my first prep in 2016, when I discovered what the real pain was. I remember my old coach telling me that the worse you feel, the better you look, and that always kind of stuck in my head. So it always kind of almost made me paranoid to not feel like crap during my prep, because I felt that if I didn't feel like crap, then I wasn't going to come in with the proper look that I needed to look like. So chasing the pain I knew was always kind of an instinctual thing, that I knew that meant I was stepping out of the comfort zone, and me stepping out of the comfort zone meant that I was growing and I was going to achieve something that I hadn't done before. So yeah. When I first started 2020, I started prep basically back in kind of late December, middle of December, and I was rocking and rolling on all my pistons. I was working out twice a day. I was doing cardio more than I've ever done. I was at, probably a 4-pound rate of fat loss, which was maybe, too fast. But I was being so aggressive. I was posing every day. I honestly felt like I had never in the entirety so far of all my preps had been this intense and this hardcore into the training. So if anything, I was excited. I was excited to see how much more this hard work would yield in terms of the results. And as the year kind of progressed, it got more and more apparent that, the efforts that I had been putting in might have been in vain, or at least that time it felt like it was in vain. So it's been a huge mental battle in my head, having one voice in my head telling me to keep going, telling me that, all these people are watching you, and, obviously, do it for yourself. You've come this far. You want to step on that Olympia stage, everything. And then you have the other voice in your head that's kind of telling you like, man, what are you really killing yourself over this for? Like, what is this? What is the purpose of all of this? Even if you do achieve everything you wanted to do in the long grand scheme of things, what does it even mean? It's still a constant mental battle, You know, you have to remind yourself why you're doing this. And when you start forgetting that why, or when that why starts becoming less apparent, you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to say, you know, what's really going to make me happy, and you need to find the avenue that's going to make you happy. More than anything, when it comes to why I choose to do all of this, or pursuing pro bodybuilding, deciding to step on the Olympia stage, my why is more of proving to myself that I can do it, and allowing, you know, like seeing the potential unfold, instead of wondering what if. It's a shame for a man to go his whole life without seeing the true potential of his body, right? Like, you're given this complex, you know, organic, mechanical machine in a way. To me, I'm always going to be wondering what if I don't do that. You know what I mean? What if I had actually tried to do that? But I can honestly say that I'm not wondering what if anymore, because I know that I'm doing it. I know that I'm trying as hard as I can, and a lot of it is just proving to myself, like, can you really do this? Are you really, like, as strong as you say you are? Like, who do you want to be when you look in the mirror, like, and you see yourself? Who do you want to be? If you had a version of yourself that was a child, you know, would that child looking up at the future self, would he go, cool, whoa, like, I can't believe I became that person? Or would he be disappointed and think that, you know, wow, like, that's not what I expected? And I think those type of questions are what really drive me, you know?